Hi Annie, it's Ken. Just a little video response to your challenge. What's it like where you are right now? Well, I'm in Northeast Indiana, and it is spring working into summer. Actually, today is the last day of school for our kids, so tomorrow I should say, is the official start of summer vacation. And the days here have been very warm, and the weather's been very good. It's kind of dry, we need some rain, but I'm going to show you around my yard and so you can see what it's like here. First thing I'm going to show you is the sky. Absolutely beautiful weather. This is across the street from my home. And as you can see, we just moved in October and we're starting to landscape. So we're getting a lot of things done. Our lavender is starting to bloom. The lilacs have finished blooming. These are our dwarf lilacs. And the columbine are just about done blooming. And my daisies are starting to bloom. So, as you can see, we've got lots of flowers coming in. More lavender here. Got some plants we haven't got planted yet. More lavender. Irises and daylilies here. They won't bloom till later in the summer. We've got some Asiatic lilies here that are in full glory right now. And they look beautiful. We are doing lots of work, as you were saying in your video. All the noise of sprucing up and fixing up. We're doing a lot of work in our yard right now. We've got all these blocks laid out. And this is going to be, this whole side of the yard, which isn't very wide, maybe 10 feet. Maybe 12, something like that, is going to be nothing but cottage-style flower beds when we are done. I won't have to mow anything over here, which is super nice. We've already got our stepping stones laid out for the pathway, and as you can see, it splits into a circle here. We've got a large fairy statue. I think you may have seen it on the front porch. And that will be put there. And my herb bed over here, my yarrow is blooming, my echinacea is getting ready to bloom, lavender, more lavender blooming. All of my herbs are blooming. Chive blooms, which are so beautiful. And so then our path will lead up to what this ginormous pile of bricks is for. There was a small brick patio over here when we moved in, and earlier this spring we took it out because it was in pretty bad disrepair. Right now it's kind of storage for all the plants we haven't got planted yet, as you can see. But we're going to redo that and then get everything planted around it so it's nice and pretty over here. We have our raised garden bed boxes in. Haven't got the dirt in or anything planted yet, but that will be in the next week or so. That's my spearmint there, and it's doing quite well. The black fabric around here is just weed barrier, and I'm going to put mulch down over all that, so I've got plenty of walk space around my garden so I can harvest later in the year. And our yard kind of needs some work, as you can see. It needs reseeded. And this is where I dug up a lilac bush earlier in the year, and I replanted it back here because it was planted right up against the foundation of our house. And it's not doing so well, so I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. Go around to the back of the house here. Got some more things planted. This is my mint, and it's growing as mint does, quite crazily. And then I've got more plants over here. Peppermint in this one, and it's doing quite well too. There's also a couple small little rosemary plants in there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they didn't die off over the winter. I was really surprised, but the winter's been so mild. So, other side of our house here. As you can see, it's a gorgeous, beautiful sunny day. Blue skies. We had our housewarming party this past weekend, and this is where we were all sitting in the evening. And That's my bird feeders. Had a lot of feathered friends gathering and joining me out here in the yard. Got some more daylilies planted here. They were here when we moved in, and I have no idea what they're going to be, so they'll be an interesting surprise. You can see all the stalks up above getting ready to bloom. And this is my shade garden that I just put in not too long ago, probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So everything here is fairly new. Got some impatiens down there. My one lupin is blooming, as you can see. Beautiful purple lupin. And back there my astilbe is sending up its bloom stalks as well. Lots of ferns and shade-loving plants in this bed. Lots more daylilies here, as you can see. And then we work our way around. This is my wife's bed. She requested this bed specifically. It is her memory bed. We have a huge, and I mean huge, it's probably 4 feet across and a couple feet high, hosta plant here, and the garden angel, and then my 2 little green man babies. I don't know how well you can see those, but they're so adorable. Here we go. I think you can see those pretty well. This is a white rose, and it's getting ready to bloom. As you can see, all the little bloom heads. And this is a butterfly bush, which is finally coming back this year after it had to be moved last fall and replanted. So we've pretty much been all the way around the house, except for this little bed right here around our light lamp post out front. We've got some dwarf irises planted here. This is another dwarf iris. I guess it's a dwarf. I'm not really sure. It's small, I know that. It's called Stitch Witch, and my wife is a Stitch Witch. She says a lot, so a friend of ours gave her that. And then we've got our million bells planted, and we're hoping those will grow and do quite well. So, now you can see what it's like in Northeast Indiana this time of the year. And I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I will talk to you later. Blessed be.